Hello, everybody. Well, it's time to go get my Sunny Bunny. Picking him up and gonna have him for a few hours today. And then I won't see him for 6 days until next Tuesday. It's his mom's weekend coming up. I usually get him on Thursday, but I made a switch. I'm getting him today, which is Wednesday, because I intended to go take an exam tomorrow in Sacramento, and I decided that I'm not going to. So I'm not feeling it. New plan. I am going to finish out the week with Uber. My wife and I are going to have a nice weekend. We're going to be going down to Bakersfield for a company dinner. And then probably stop at the outlets in Tulare on the way back. Have a nice lunch or something. Do a little bit of window shopping maybe. And then Monday, that's another thing. So I do have an exam with Fresno County for a corrections officer. Not really sure if that's something I want to do, but I want to go through the process. So the written exam is Monday at 1:30 p.m. So I'm going to work a little bit on Monday, go take that exam. So my plan was to go to the temp agency, probably one of the better ones in town, and then give them my resume and all that stuff. But problem with that is, I got that whole thing on I got to work, and then I have the exam on Monday. So I'm probably going to go to the temp agency on Tuesday. So I need to call them Friday and see what I need to do, if I need to bring in my resume or what. I've never done it. I've never gone through a temp agency, so I've applied to a lot of places. Even though I qualify, it's like the job market here is so saturated. There's so many people out there, and what I'm finding out is a lot of these companies here in town go through a temp agency anyway. So it's really hard to find a job unless you do that. So, the last couple jobs that I got was actually off of Indeed. But I have applied for so many jobs off of Indeed, and they always refer me to their website. It's like, what's the point of Indeed? I don't understand. It's like some companies go off of Indeed, some don't. They're like, you fill out an application, or you upload your resume on Indeed, and you send it. You should have everything. No, they're like, no, I need you to fill out an official application through the website. I'm like, okay. Anyway, so you fill it out and you don't hear anything. So I don't know what's going on. It's almost like I've been blacklisted or something. Doesn't make any sense. Like I'm qualified for the freaking jobs I'm applying for. It's not like I'm, so I don't understand. So I'm just going to go to the temp agency, let them do all the hard work, and I'll give them a cut of my check. And then, if the company really wants me, they'll hire me full time. I'm just going to have to go that route. I mean, in the meantime, I'm still going to apply for all these, government jobs, all the little towns around Fresno, and continue to apply for the county and the city and all the little neighboring municipalities, and see what happens. So something's bound to come my way. It's been tough. Now given I haven't applied non-stop every stinking day, you know what I mean? It's like every couple months, I'm like, okay, I'm going to apply for a few things, and then I stop, and then, I haven't really been super consistent with it, but, I'm just getting burnt out with Uber. I mean, I could make good money if I just stuck with it, but mentally it's just sucking me dry. I'm done with it. I need something consistent. I'm tired of driving around all the time. Although, today was a really good day. Financially, it was good. Met some cool people. It was a beautiful day. It was a good day. I've just, I want something else. I want a steady paycheck. I want tasks, I want I want daily goals. I want retirement and, build vacation time. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to go the temp agency way, which I am. Right after I take my exam on Monday for County of Fresno Corrections. Incidentally, it's 18 years old, but I do have an associate's degree with emphasis in criminal justice. I have a bachelor's degree in business management, so I qualify for it. I don't know about if I don't know if I have the right mental state for it. Not to say that I'm wacky, or maybe I am. I don't know. I feel pretty normal. But it takes a certain type of psyche to deal with a bunch of sociopaths, criminals. Criminals can be very testing mentally. They're like dealing with, I've seen it my whole life, to be honest. You just gotta like, you can't get too emotionally involved with people. When you're dealing with inmates, it's like dealing with what's going on up here? God, I always go the wrong way. Just gonna get off this road. Yeah, so it's like dealing with like mentally challenged people. You know what I mean? Because there are some that are smart, but they have something in them where they're always trying to get over on you. And I speak in somewhat experience, because it's not like I've been a corrections officer, but I've been around people that have been in and out of jail, and you can't trust them. And it sucks, because you want somebody to change, you want somebody to be better, but it's like a battered woman, or trying to date a battered woman or something. It's like there's a lot of damage that has been done, and they have certain defense mechanisms, and they have a certain way of seeing things that aren't like you. And it's hard to change people like that. You got somebody waking up every morning thinking, how am I going to get over without, having a regular job, making money? Oh, how do I steal? How do I make the next big come up, And they're thinking about, expanding their enterprise every second of every minute of the day. They don't care who it affects. And that's just based on the people that I know that have been in and out of prison. And they go to prison, they learn how to do it better. sometimes people just go to jail to get resharpened, in their trade. So, but yeah, I have a temper. I have a problem with certain individuals, ones that take advantage of, soft-hearted people. I have a problem with bullies. Ones that are, careless and thoughtless. And so I just don't I wouldn't mind being a corrections officer. They pay well. It's a very noble kind of position, but not a lot of respect from, let's say, the peace officer community. Corrections officers, I don't know if they get a lot of respect because they're not really cops, right? They're more like babysitters, glorified babysitters with a badge. I don't know how true that is. That's just what I've heard. And then, people on the street that are kind of rubbing elbows with the criminal element of the world, including the criminal element of the world. They don't respect corrections officers. You got to watch your back when you're out and about. You know what I mean? Somebody could recognize you. Oh, hey, that's that guy who works at the jail. Might be a target. If I was ever to become a corrections officer, I would most likely, one of the first things I would do is apply for my concealed carry permit. So, because you never know. You're out and about with your family and somebody recognize you. That's kind of scary. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to take this exam and, see where it leads me. Who knows? I might fail that exam miserably. I don't know. It's been a while since I've, done any kind of schooling in regards to the criminal justice system. So it's not like I'm up on current events or terminology or anything like that. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot, and then Tuesday I'm gonna go into the temp agency here in town and see what they can offer me. We'll go from there. Anyway, this is a long segment. I do a lot of blabbing, don't I? Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up my baby boy. He should be getting off the bus here in about 15-20 minutes. And I'm gonna go take him to get something to eat real quick, take him home, keep him for a few hours. I think I'm gonna I already did my workout today. As soon as I got home, I went out there and I worked on my upper body. And man, I was still sore from 2 days ago. But yeah, and I'm sore in the right spots too. I'm gonna bulk up, or at least get stronger. I mean, I don't care if I get bigger, to be honest. I want to be stronger because I kind of let myself go a little bit. I feel kind of weak in certain areas, and getting older, you got to stay on top of it. But man, working out felt good. It felt like I was doing something, like positive. And maybe they're right. Maybe exercising or working out, you get it to the point where it's addicting and you need it. That's a good positive addiction, as opposed to fucking 12-ounce curls and feeling like shit the next day. So anyway, guys, I'll talk to you guys later, maybe on the way home if I can think of something after I get Rome. If not, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye.